I know, yeah. There's a lot of different ways to look at it. I'll start off by saying, like, my perspective. Like, I love this game so much, and every year I come to appreciate it more and more and more because of the hardest things I've had to go through an injury, go through devastating losses, go through a process, being here for 4 years. During this time of year, it's literally my favorite time of the day. Like, I'm always so excited to get to practice because I feel like it's the intensity of practice and being around the guys. Like, it's my favorite time of the day. And I come in, I get extra work in. It's, like I said, it's my favorite time of day. I think everybody should have that mindset, and I understand that not everyone will see it the same way I do, but it's when we have no classes, when people finish their school, it should really open their eyes to, hey, we have more time to get better, not only individually, but as a team. And we have to take the time that we have in practice very seriously. I know everyone won't see it the same way I do, but, like, Coach said it the best. I mean, when you don't have classes and everything, we get extra dialed in and locked in on our team and how to accomplish our goals.
The year you got hurt, when did you start practicing again? Do you remember when you started? Like, was it about this time?
So I got hurt the day after Midnight Madness, and I didn't start, like, coming back until, like, maybe mid-January, I think.
That late when you started practicing? Okay.
Yeah, I remember it was kind of like, I think around this time I might have been, like, kind of talking about getting out of the boot soon. I know for Christmas, I know that we played Baylor and I was still in the boot.
Okay.
I'm trying to remember. Yeah, I remember I was about to come back, like, early January, but then I had, like, a pain in the foot that kind of set me back a little bit. But yeah, that's what it is.
What do you guys take from that Duke loss? Like, we talked about it after the game, but as you get away from it and you sort of reflect and you look at things, what things you do well, what do you not do well, where do you got to go from there?
I would say the first thing is that, like, knowing the guys who have been here, the captains and people coming back, and kind of paying attention to the new guys and the freshmen, you can tell that everybody is excited for this next game. Like, everybody just can't wait to get back there on the floor against another team and kind of right our wrongs. That Duke loss gave us a fire, and we're in here every day, giving the best effort, putting in extra work, extra hours, whether it be in here or the weight room. We're just itching to get back. And after the game, I've said that the wounded animal is a dangerous animal, and I feel like us as a team, we've taken that to another level. I feel like we're twice as dangerous as we was before, because now we're fighting to right our wrongs, and now we know, like, hey, we won't be undefeated, like, anymore. If that makes sense.
You said that after the game starts to teammates, or?
Yeah, no, I said that to teammates. I said sometimes the best thing for a team that can happen in the season with the goals that we have, with the start that we have, is sometimes to suffer a loss so that we can kind of examine and kind of have a reality check. We were playing really well up until that game, and sometimes the reality check is the best thing for us, because now we have to kind of lock in on the what's the word? The groundwork, like what got us there. Some of the habits that got us there that we kind of moved away from. For example, me with the free throw cutouts, I didn't do a good job, and I feel like up until that point I've been kind of letting them go, and, like, not on purpose, obviously, but that game, I let some crucial free throw cutouts, slip away, and that could have been the difference of a win and a loss.
How does that eagerness combine with finals week, because you have to wait for your next game a little bit more and focus on class and so forth? What's that like?
You just gotta look at the positives. I mean, I'm happy that classwork is over. Obviously, I'm itching to get back there on the floor in a game, but you have to kind of realize the opportunities that you have. Get in the gym more, work on your craft. Maybe it doesn't have to be full-on workouts and practice, but come in here, get some free throws up, getting on a shooting machine, work on, creativity of your game, work on your craft. It doesn't have to be full speed, it can just kind of be walkthrough, but, there's always something you could be doing, watching film. With all this extra time that we just have more opportunities to get better, either mentally or physically, conditionally, strength-wise, you name it.
You mentioned the time that you were in the boot for the Oregon game? If you go back and
For the Oregon game,
2 years ago,
it was against the Baylor game.
Baylor, I'm sorry.
Actually, there was a lot of games.
Probably Indiana State too. You still in the boot probably for that one.
Yeah. So sophomore year, I didn't play my first game until Northwestern.
So if you could go back and talk to yourself at that stage in the boot sophomore year, what would you tell that Jaxon Kohler sophomore that was going through that injury?
You know what? I mean, I know this, like, I thought about this a lot, but I wouldn't tell him anything because the process that I went through and the people that I had around me, that's what led me to be in such a position that I'm in right now. You know, obviously, you know, just stay the course and, you know, always look for, you know, positivity. But it was the message of the people around me that what made me got through it. It wouldn't, you know, a message from myself in the future, knowing how it would have gone, that wouldn't have helped me. What helped me was the message from my parents, from my coaches, from my teammates, and kind of the adversity through it, you know, the mental toughness of this. And so I will always be grateful for that happening. I feel like that was God's way of, you know, paving that path for me.
Who were the key teammates that were helping you out at that time?
Honestly, it was Coop played it, a big part of it because, you know, me and him came in at the same time and we've always been super close. Trey was a big part of it. Malik was a big part of it. You know, AJ was a part of it, and Marty was a big part of it too. I mean, it was just a combined effort of everybody. You know, obviously, there's times where you feel alone because, you know, with Caleb going through his injury, you know, it kind of reminded me of how I was, and it showed me that, hey, I'm in a position where there was times I wish some teammates would have come to me and be like, hey, even though, you know, you ain't playing, we're still with you, you know, and I try to put myself in a position like, hey, don't make him feel left out, because there were times I did feel left out, you know, but that's just the nature of the situation. So.
And maybe those players didn't have an experience with an injury like that. You've got that experience, so you know what Caleb needs.
And another thing too is that, like, that team back then was so different from the team that we had this year and last year. Like, there's a separation between sophomore year and junior year, because I feel like junior year we really emphasized on, you know, togetherness, and you know, it seemed a little, you know, it seemed like there was a change in the tide a little bit. But I see Caleb, and I just want to make sure that, like, hey, I know what it's like, and I just want to make sure that, like, not only so that I could be helpful to you, but I want to make sure you know that you're not alone through this. You know, we're here with you, even though, you know, for the first half you spent in the weight room and we're on the court. Like, we're still here with you. Like, we're still brothers off the court and on the court. So.
Appreciate it.
Thank you.
So you used the term wounded animal a couple of minutes ago, and I was just kind of curious about that type. What made your mind go to that term specifically? Because, you know, you're 8-1, you've got